Stuff, certain neighborhoods, you know, we saw West Akron, we had East Akron. Now we have a representative of North Hill.
Yeah!
All right, please welcome Dave Herron. Dave.
Yeah!
You're gonna have to give me a few minutes. I forgot that there were 3 steps over here. Steps are my mortal enemy. We're at war every day. It's hard enough being lazy, but then you throw a flight of stairs in, and that just takes your laziness to a whole other level. I'll just tell you how lazy I am. Dusting is something that I do to try to get my security deposit back. So then you add a flight of stairs and the shit, it gets all fucked up. Where I work, there's a flight of stairs between me and the microwave. Which means if I didn't bring something frozen, my lunch is being heated by the exhaust of my laptop. and not just regular foods. I'm talking chicken chili. You know, stuff you don't want to eat cold, but hey, you gotta sacrifice some battles to win the war, you know what I'm saying? Man. The worst is getting to the bottom of the set of stairs and realizing that you forgot something at the top. You're like, oh my god, you immediately assess its value. If it's something you don't care about, it's like whatever. But if it's your wallet, keys, and phone, you're just like, shit. Look what you got us into now, asshole. Surprise exercise. Hate that. Look, I have a limited amount of calories I'm allowed to burn per day. I hadn't planned on climbing back up these stairs. Oh man, I went to the doctor last week. I had to get a physical. And we're in the back, you know, in the back waiting room or whatever. The nurse takes my blood pressure and she's like, okay, I'm gonna give you an EKG. Go ahead and take your shirt off. Anytime you ask a fat person to take a shirt off, it's immediately preceded by a joke. And I'm like, shit. So I set my titties free. And I'm like, are you sure this table's sturdy enough to hold me? Because this is expensive enough as it is. I don't need to, replace the table. She starts laughing. She's like, whatever. She starts putting the leads on me, leads on my chest and stuff. She lifts up my left titty, tries to put a lead right here, and it falls off. Then she starts dabbing at it with a cotton ball, and I start laughing. She's like, what's wrong? Does that tickle? I'm like, no. You're dabbing up my titty sweat with cotton. She's like, oh no, baby, I'm just looking for your rib. And I'm like, I know titty sweat dabbing when I see it. You don't gotta pretend with me. So my doctor comes in and he's like, hey, your EKG is fine, your heart is fine. I'm just like, shit. Hey, that's awesome. I'm like, hey doc, a commercial told me to ask you if my heart was healthy enough for sweat. He said, oh yeah, it's good. Just don't overexert yourself there, titty sweat. There any moms in here? Mandy's a mom? Holy shit. By now I'm sure you've noticed that I'm wearing shorts in a snowstorm. Do I make any of the moms out here cold? That's the first thing that my mom says to me. You're making me cold, put some pants on. I'm just a warm dude, you know. A skinny little thing like Mandy here. I would cut your winter heating bills in half. Let's cuddle up and watch some Netflix. We're gonna hibernate. So people are always saying things to me. I'm in a snowstorm in a t-shirt and shorts. They're like, aren't you cold? And my initial response is, if I was cold, I'd be fucking wearing a fucking sweatshirt or something. But, you know, whatever. So I see this news report of Hurricane Sandy. The news reporter's in his rain gear, and he's like, it's horrible out here. And then some guy that looks like me from 15 years from now stumbles into the shot. And he says, sir, don't you realize that it's a hurricane right now? And the man says, my hero in life says, I was born on a night like this. Oh my God. Cut to me leaving my dad's doctor's office. I pass this elderly couple, and the woman says, aren't you cold? And I hadn't seen this video in a year, but all of a sudden, out of my face pops, I was born on a night like this! Luckily, we were in front of the doctor's office. They were able to resuscitate her before any lasting damage could be done. My name's Dave Herron. I was born on a night like this!
Yeah!
God, Gallagher has let himself go. Actually, give it up for Dave. That was awesome, Dave. Hey, Dave. Careful, Dave. You're gonna catch something. Dave, do you have a Route 8 tattoo on your leg? Do you not?
That's North Hill.
North Hill.